What's going on, guys? Today we got a little bit of a different video for you to try to see if you like it or not. But first, we got a couple updates, couple things going on today, and just wanted to let you guys know what's going on in my world. So the BRZ about to get parked for the winter. You know, up here there's salt, snow, whatever. I'm not gonna ruin my car for that. It's only seen snow once by accident, so we're not gonna, you know, push that and try to get it rotted out. So as a daily or, you know, winter car, whatever, it's not going to stay fully stocked because I can't drive a car stock ever. So here's the replacement for the winter this year. It's a 2005 Subaru Outback XT, so it's turbo. It does have like a Chinese turbo on it for some reason, so we're going to be swapping that out to a VF52 at some point. Put a tune on it, going to put the BRZ wheels on it, going to lower it down a little bit, put an axle back on it, or maybe just a cat back, I don't know. Nothing too crazy, just want it to look and sound good. The cool thing about it is it only has 85,000 miles, it's from Virginia, so it's not rusty. It's in really great shape. There's a couple small blemishes here and there, but overall the car is super clean. It's automatic, which kind of sucks, but it'll be good for my drive back and forth to work. Some days I work, you know, past Providence, so that kind of sucks, but it'll be good to park the BRZ, you know, change it up. But the Miata's already pretty much done for the season. The BRZ is about to be done for the season, so then we can start stripping it down, getting it ready for next year. I got a lot of big plans for it. I don't want to give them all away right away, so that way, you know, keeps it a little interesting. Just so you know, I did get a external mic, so now there's an upgrade for the GoPro. Hopefully this sounds a little bit better. But today we're going to be doing a couple of car comparisons. I'm going to do my car to Russell's 420 horse STI. We're gonna do, you know, looks, sound, everything. Just try to see, you know, obviously power wise it's not fucking close, but there's a bunch of stuff other than that we can compare and see, so that way, you know, maybe if somebody's thinking about buying an STI or buying a BRZ, which direction they'd rather go. Also, little plug quick, I will put a picture up. We got our new merch in, so if anybody's interested in a hoodie or a t-shirt, let me know, we can get you hooked up. We don't have an online store just yet, but as of January, I think we're going to be having a full online everything, able to ship 50 states. So stay tuned for that. We're going to have more stuff coming. Hopefully we'll have ugly Christmas sweaters for winter time here. Working on that right now. Hopefully we do get that done, but see you when we get there. Alright guys, here with Russell. The two cars are out here. We're gonna start comparing them here. We're both obviously on stock wheels. He's on winter tires. I'm on the rest of my crappy tires that are getting thrown in the dumpster this winter. So, you know, tire-wise is pretty similar. He's got, you know, a few things on his car. I got a couple things on mine, so let's check them out here. He's got the STI lip, plate relocator, the roof bubble with the racks. He's on stock STI wheels.
Yep.
Rally armors, the Cobb exhaust. Got the upgraded wing. Anything else? Vortex generator, I see that.
Yep. Jury flap. You know, trying to rice it out a little bit. You know.
And talk about some of the mods.
Yeah. So it's sitting on an Olin coilovers. I also have the two-piece brakes in the front, and I couldn't find any of them for the back, so they're just they're solids on the back. It's late headers, 1050X injectors, Lausch 1.5 XTR turbo, Cobb Redline exhaust. I'm sorry, Cobb Redline intake, and it'd probably be better if I just popped the hood, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. A little dirty. Little Renegade leaf there. Yeah, turbo inlet valve, IAG, airless separator, Cobb stumble kit. You know, the most important part's the actual oil cap there. You know, it's important. Upgraded radiator, intake, and intercooler. I think that's it. It's making about 400 wheel horsepower on 93 octane.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. And as we all know, you know, the BRZ is pretty much stock right now. It's got BCs for coils. It's got the Tomei exhaust, Canon drop-in filter, nothing crazy. Right now it's basically stock. Got the Valenti taillights, the Perrin wing flap. So I mean, basically, you're talking full engine build versus pretty much stock BRZ, but you know, it'll be still a pretty good comparison as to what you can do with an STI versus a stock BRZ and what you're going to do to a BRZ eventually. You know, obviously we're going to keep going. So let's do a little comparison here. Looks wise, they're similar. I mean, you're going to coupe versus sedan. So do you need the 4 doors or do you want the 2? The headlights are still similar shaped, kind of, because, you know, Subaru is Subaru. Ride height wise, the BRZ is a bit lower, but I mean, you could always lower the Olins. Just probably rides a lot nicer the way it is.
Yeah, it's stock height. I didn't want to go any lower.
Okay.
I couldn't imagine being in a lower car, actually.
Yeah, you scrape a lot. You get used to it. So looks wise, there, you know, it's really what you want. We both got the rain guards, whatever. Interior wise, I'm sure you guys have seen mine a few times, so we'll show you the STI. It's got the same suede inners with the leather outers. It's got STI on the wheel, STI in the middle, so it's pretty cool. He's got a shift knob in there. The head unit wise, I would never take a new WRX or STI head unit over anything. All the new Subaru head units are fucking terrible, in my opinion. He's got his Cobb mounted up there, which is pretty sweet, but interior wise, it's pretty stock. Car looks good though, you know. It's an STI, it's got nice interior. It's got the little metal door plates, which is nice. Leather and suede, just like my car. You know, we go over here, they're both pretty much the same style. He's got all the red trim, but I have the red stitching, so that's Subaru's thing. Seats are pretty much the same. My car is super dirty right now, but I painted those. That's going to change this winter. But I would take this head unit over the other one any day of the week, even if it doesn't have CarPlay, because that head unit is terrible. So let's do a little bit of an exhaust comparison, then we're going to do a little driving comparison, see how it goes, see which one we like better, which one's more fun to drive, which one's obviously, we know which one's going to be faster, but got to test it out anyway. So let's do that. Single exit, baby. So we're taking the STI for a ride first. I like that clutch. What clutch is in it?
Stock.
Oh, really? Feels good.
It's gonna be a twin disc next. Trying to maintain the OEM feel.
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, my stage 2 is fucking annoying. Watch out, squirrel.
Squirrel.
So we're taking the STI for a ride first. Gonna have Logan follow us so we can get a little space. I think Trevor's following too, which could turn into a little bit of fun. But we'll see when we get out on the highway. So we can't really test the corners too well because it's starting to rain out and, you know, we're on crappy tires. Well, these are snow tires, but mine are crappy. So we're just gonna do a couple quick pulls, you know, feel how it feels. Ride-wise, it rides so smooth, it's almost stock. It feels great. The suspension is super smooth. The clutch feels great. You know, everything about this car is nice and comfortable. If it was a daily, you know, which he does daily, it would be a really nice car to do that in. BRZ not so much, but I'm gonna get on the highway here and do a little bit, see how it goes. Let these guys get a little further out. Feels pretty good. Break loose a little bit. That was pretty sweet. Usually you can't, you know, it doesn't ever feel like it's skating at all when you're in an all-wheel drive Subaru, but surprisingly enough, it does pull good. So we'll go down, turn around, head back the other way, do it again. If it wasn't raining, we could probably run with Trevor, but because it's crappy out, not gonna risk that. Pop's good on diesel. Sweet.
Alright, you want full boost this time?
Sure. We're getting fancy now. So he was telling me on the way over here, the maps are all linked to the SI drive. So you can change how much boost you want based on the SI drive, which is really cool. I didn't know you could do that. So basically, Sport Sharp, as usual, is your high. Your, you know, Sport is regular, and then the Intelligent is your low boost, probably better for dailying. It's pretty cool because I didn't know you could do that on the fly. I thought you would have to go into the cob and change it, so that's pretty sweet. Spinning all-wheel drive. I mean, you are on snows and it's wet, but spinning all four is pretty crazy. And you said you're on equal lengths?
Yeah.
Sounds a lot better than you would expect.
Usually when people swap over to equal lengths, it sounds like crap, but it does sound really good. Holds really well. Did a little flat foot shift there. Car drives really nice. Well done. It's really nice at low RPMs to just be able to stay in the same gear and cruise around the corner. Like with the stage 2 clutch, you can't do that. You gotta downshift. It's really annoying.
Which clutch do you have in your car?
The comp stage 2.
Oh.
But also, like, you know, you make a lot more power than I do. So even if you were on that clutch, you would probably be nice and smooth. But
I'm surprised how well the stock clutch has held up.
yeah,
I mean, I'm not
feels
having
great.
any issues with it, so.
I don't know what it's rated for, but you obviously haven't hit that yet.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that leaves the stock STI clutch in when they put an STI trans in, so I don't know what the maximum is for it. Most people always upgrade the clutch at the same time, because most of the people I know with an STI trans is swaps, not just buying an STI. Which, if you're gonna build the WRX, just buy a fucking STI. Everybody builds a WRX. It doesn't make any sense when you can just buy an STI. Comes with more horsepower. Transmission's what you want anyway. You're gonna swap an STI trans into a WRX. The axles are stronger. Everything about it is just better.
And you don't gotta worry about the C diff.
Yeah, this is just for $9,000 to $10,000 more. Like, you could get a base STI for like 10 grand more than a WRX fully loaded. It's worth every penny. Especially if, you know, you're gonna go buy a trans swap and all that. You're gonna spend five to $6 grand on that. To make the same power as an STI, you're gonna spend a couple grand doing that. By then, you might as well have just bought an STI. It doesn't make sense to buy a WRX. Unless you're just gonna leave it, or you really want that FA motor for whatever reason. This doesn't make sense. So now that we're back, we're gonna trade the STI for the BRZ. He's gonna feel what it's like to be nice and slow. Sadly, we can't really push it in the corners, which is where that car shines, but we can take it for a ride. See how he likes that. Then we can make our final decisions on what we would rather have and whatnot. But yeah, let's hop over to the other car.
I have to get adjusted here.
So this will be my first time riding passenger when I'm not drunk in my own car. So it'll be a little weird for me. But also, Russell, you're like one of the only people to ever drive my car ever.
Oh wow,
So
I'm honored.
We're gonna put it in variable sport just so that way he can get a little slip if he wants, but it doesn't change a whole lot. It's basically free drift mode. So if you get out sideways at all, it'll hit ABS and correct you.
Okay.
But it'll let you get out a little bit.
Oh, no reverse camera.
Nope, no reverse camera, no reverse lights.
Oh, the clutch is nice.
Yeah, it feels good. It's just
It's very grabby. I like it.
It's very choppy when you're at low RPM. Kind of have to ride it a little bit, but so we got a follow car, Trevor's Supra. He'll have no problem keeping up with me because I'm quite slow and he makes a lot of power.
Oh god.
Yep, you gotta try to dodge everything.
Oh god, that fucking hurt my soul.
Yeah, you gotta try to dodge everything. Yeah, so we're pretty low.
Oh gosh, that's scrape life right there.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It's going to be a little higher next year because they're going to go to 18 tires and, you know, have
What size tires are on there now?
17s.
17s.
These are 17, 215, 45s. So they're low pro and they're only 17s. But that's what's factory.
The clutch feels really good. Like, it feels way better than my car.
Yours is a lot more drivable. This
Yeah.
is like all or nothing.
Well, I'm surprised how light it feels. It still doesn't feel like super heavy.
Yeah. I was gonna go with the stage 3, and then I was like, I don't know how bad that'll be with a stock motor until I get the supercharger on, so we're gonna go with stage 2. So then I got it, and I was like, I kind of wish I went stage 1 just because it would be a little more drivable, but it's really nice on the track.
Oh, it's so weird being this low. I feel like, yeah, this is interesting. I think when I get back into my car, I'm gonna feel like I'm in a jetliner.
Yeah, it definitely feels weird when you're at some like normal height. Which is funny because like you go from like a truck to your car and you feel like you're slammed to the floor, and then if you go to like your like a normal height car like yours into this, you're like, what the fuck?
Well, that clutch is freaking fantastic. Wow. It lets off. It's very high on the on the pedal.
Yep.
What coilovers are in your car?
BC.
BCs.
Yep. So the cool thing about BC with BRZs is the extreme lows and the regulars, they can both slam the car all the way to the floor. The extreme low, the only difference is the extreme lows can't go up as high. So I bought the regular ones because when I went to buy the extreme lows, I was talking to the rep, and he told me, he's like, don't even waste your money on the extreme lows because they cost an extra like a couple $100. It's pointless. You can go down just as low as you want to with these. Doesn't pull nearly as hard.
I broke loose. I felt it
Yeah.
on the back. This is pretty cool. I like this.
Every time I pull in and out of somewhere, I'm three-wheeling.
What profile tires are you running?
They're 45s.
Oh, 45s, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, because I don't feel any, like, I don't feel, you know, you get like that, like the floaty feeling
Yeah.
with the tires. I don't feel anything with this car. It's nice and firm, flat too. Upshifting's a pleasure too.
drove it to Pennsylvania
Oh man,
a couple times.
on this with the suspension setup like this.
It sucks.
You must have lost a vertebrae. This is very it's harsh.
Yeah. We took it to Pottstown for that Volkswagen show.
Oh, that's
The one that I put on the other video. So that Volkswagen and Audi show, we took this down there, and it was like super bumpy the whole way. It was awful, but it was fun because we had G behind us in his WRX. So it was 2 Subarus going up to a Volkswagen meet.
Oh, you need some. I can feel the brakes though.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're next. They have to be next.
Oh yeah. They're low anyway. I was just trying to ride them out till the end of the season.
Man, that clutch makes such a big difference.
Yeah, it's great.
It feels really good.
That gonna be your next move?
Yeah, I kind of like your clutch. I think I might be doing this one. It feels really good. I don't hear it chattering as much as you know, like the way you explained it. But
If you go lower RPM, you'll feel it.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Do you have a flywheel on this too? Or is it just
No,
a clutch?
stock flywheel. The only reason I did it, my clutch was fine. When I bought my car, 5th gear synchro was going, so Subaru replaced my tranny for free.
Oh wow.
And while it was out, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna buy a clutch. So I have the original tranny for it too, because Subaru was just gonna scrap it. So if this one ever starts to go, I'm gonna put built gears in the other one. It's just been sitting in my garage ever since.
Really?
Yeah. It was like I bought this car on a Friday from work, and on my way home I was downshifting to get off right here because I used to live over here in Norwich, and I went to put it in 5th and it wouldn't go in, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I literally had just signed the paperwork and everything for it, and I didn't even test drive it. So sadly, because of the rain, we couldn't really mount anything on the outside because we wouldn't get any good footage. So if we, you know, the next car I do, we're definitely going to be mounting stuff on the outside. Russell did bring his drone too. We only got a couple good shots before it started to rain, so hopefully in the future it won't, and then we can, you know, get all this stuff going. But it kind of sucks.
No hill assist. I just realized. I was like, it'll hold me in place. Nope.
It's a 100% driver's car. It's as new as you can get without having all the assists as possible.
It's so weird being this low to the ground. I feel I have to like look up a little bit.
I'm sure the banner doesn't help either.
I mean, it could be more helpful, you know, but it is what it is.
This one's really nice for me because I'm kind of short, so it blocks the sun on my, you know, drive to work and stuff. But it does really suck when you pull up to a light. You have to go like this.
That's what I was doing earlier. I was like, I'll see that light eventually.
Sometimes I angle the car sideways and look out the side window.
This is like low car life. It's
New appreciation for slammed cars.
oh god, man, like well, that was fantastic. Very nice.
Better than you expected?
Yeah, it was a lot better than I expected actually. It felt really good. It's gonna be a lot nicer with that supercharger though.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the power is the problem with this car.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's do a little closer.
Yeah.
All right, so your opinion first. Which one would you rather have for the track, and which one would you rather have for the street, or both?
I think I'm gonna pick the STI because it feels a little more utilitarian. It's not as low to the ground. I'm an older gentleman, so you know, getting out of the BRZ was a little painful a second ago. So, yeah. Although I will say, I thought the clutch you did was really good. It made the shifts very crisp, and the engage point on the clutch was a lot nicer than the STI, I think. But yeah, it was a riot. I like it.
Sweet. All right, and after driving both for me, you know, obviously I'm gonna pick the BRZ for the track. Car handles great,
But if I was dailying it more often, I think the STI would be a good move. If I didn't have a daily, I would definitely consider going STI over the BRZ. I've driven a few of them, but I've never like had one that actually makes some power. With the gear ratio, it's so much better than a built WRX. So I think that if I was gonna only have one car, that would have to be it. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to compare it to an Evo at some point, because you always need all-wheel drive up here. Snow sucks. So if I didn't have two cars, I would 100% be looking at an STI. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what other cars you'd like to see. Maybe there's one in the future over there. So we'll see you later.